Okay, so I'm trying this again. I just did this video and it turned out really blurry. So I'm going to try it one more time. I've been wanting to make a cross-stitch video for a while, but I feel a little awkward about making a video about cross-stitching, but then I've had so much fun watching many of your guys' videos on Flosstube and on the Facebook pages, and I just thought, you know, why not? People put all sorts of stuff on YouTube, so why not cross-stitching, right? My name is Mary, and I probably already said that. Okay, so anyway, I've been cross-stitching for, well, since I was 10. I won't say how many years that is, but I've been cross-stitching since I was 10. My aunt taught me, and I love it. It's a passion I've carried through the years, and I've, you know, come and gone in spurts, as most of us do. And I've gotten back into it recently and really enjoying it. So I have two current projects that I want to show you today. And then I actually last week I cleaned out my shed, yay! And I found a box of lots of stash that I forgot I even had from years ago. And of course a bunch of unfinished projects that I need to finish one day. So this one is, oh, I was going to say too, I don't get to stitch as much as I would like. I have 3 young kids and I homeschool them, and so I don't get a lot of downtime, but when I do, I try to get some stitching in. This one is one that's been hanging around for a while. I started this in January of 2013. It's from Artisy Cross Stitch. I think I'm confusing my camera right now. It's trying to go in and out. So it's from Artisy, and it's called Victorian Home or Victorian House, and I love it. I fell in love with it, and I started it when my dad had just passed. He'd been sick and he passed away, and I wanted to start something new, and so I started this. And of course I had 3 kids under, well, 4 and under, 4, 2 and 1 or something like that, 5, 2 and 1, I don't know, anyway, little ones. And so I didn't make, you know, a lot of progress at first on it. But I love it, and I'm looking forward to getting back into it again. It's been a few months since I worked on it, maybe a few years since I worked on it. And it's funny, you know, I was looking at this when I pulled it out for the video, and I was thinking about colors, because when I looked at this picture to choose it, I loved the picture. I love landscape and houses and things like that, because it's got a bunch of trees and yard and flowers, a pathway with flowers. Neat, you know, not just the house, but a neat lot and yard, and it looks like a white house on the picture. When you look at it, it's white. Well, then I'm working on it, and I'm working in mostly gray and brown and black, and so I was just like, I don't know, you know, it's not white, but maybe once I put the trees in and the grass and the surrounding things around it, maybe it'll look like white in the shade. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. It's kind of that, you know, optical illusion of the colors next to it. Okay, so the other, my hair is nuts. Sorry. So the other thing I want to show you is this one, which I love, this one. It's my current, you know, like exciting project for me right now. It's popular. I see it around a lot. It's the Beauty and the Beast Falling in Love from MCG Textiles, and it's the Kincaid Disney collaboration, the pattern of that, which when I saw it I fell in love with it and I had to have it. I've been watching it for a while, and I finally broke down and bought it last month. And you know, Beauty and the Beast is one of my favorite Disney movies ever, and Kincaid, who doesn't love Thomas Kincaid? So I started this project last month and jumped right into it when I got it in the mail. I was so excited. And I got about 2 weeks in, and I realized that I had started in the wrong place. Sorry, it's kind of dirty. My cat was just laying on it. I haven't finished frogging this. I haven't ripped it all out yet. I got a lot of ripping to do. But so I flipped it over. No, I hadn't started in the center. And I'm sure it was my fault, but the center was not clearly marked. First time that's ever happened to me in my stitching. So I was pretty frustrated, but I was like, okay, I'll just flip it over, start again, no big deal. I can deal with this, you know. So I flipped it over, and I thought I'll start on the top and I'll work my way across, and you know, then who cares about the center? I'm good. So I get 3/4 of the way, I would say, and I start to realize I've got a lot more pattern than I think I have fabric. So I was asking on the forums, and some of you were awesome, and you said, you know, grid it. So I gridded it. I'd never done that before. So I gridded a little bit. I mean, as you can see, I didn't grid the whole fabric, but I gridded the top. And lo and behold, I had like, I have like 4 lines, 4 rows of cloth, of fabric on either side. No margin. So needless to say, I was pretty irritated. There were some, you know, floss color mix-ups and things like that, but you know, that's minor. I can deal with that as long as it's all there and I can sort it. But I wasn't too happy. So I wrote to the company, and they were kind of just like, well, it's human error, but they offered to send new fabric, which I said, okay, but I haven't gotten it yet. And I went ahead and I've just been stitching it because it's been fun. So now that, you know, it was a pain to begin with, but now it's kind of fun. But now, you know, my edges, I'm gonna have to go back. That's ugly looking right there. But some of you, you know, suggested that I should sew fabric on the edges to help it hold into the frame better, and then when I actually frame it for my daughter's room, that it would help. So I'm working on that. I haven't really gotten very far in doing that, but when I get to my mom's sewing machine, I'm going to try to do that. And so I'm excited though, because now that I have a 3-year-old daughter, you know, I'm gonna stitch some of these, hopefully finish them for her to put in her room. I'm in her room right now, and the walls need things on them. So maybe by the time she's going off to college, I'll have a couple done, going at the rate that I go at. So those are my 2, and then one day I'll pull out the rest of my stash, or some of my stash, and show you long lost pieces that I need to get finished one day. So that's my first cross stitch video. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being such an inspiration on your cross stitch videos, and I look forward to learning lots more and seeing your projects. Have a great night. Peace.